Come back. Remix this shit once again. I'ma fuck her and then fucking her friend. Hold on, baby, I didn't know you was twins. Hold on, ho, what you doing with the bands? Hold on, baby, what you doing with the...
Alright, we're into the top 10 now. The top 10, this is when things get really tough to call. Really tough to call. And this is when people might start getting pissed off. I'm just saying, people might start getting pissed off. Like this, like in the video, like fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. Just give me a chance, okay? Let me explain myself. Why I have some players, some other places, okay? Please. All right. At number 10 on my list. I have a tie.
Hey, that's some bullshit.
Now, I understand that, whoa, how the hell can you have a tie for players? It's just that it makes no sense. How can you have a tie? Well, this is my list. I understand that. But these two, I just can't decide between these two players. So I'll pop them both up on your screen. Kobe Bryant and Larry Bird. Now, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest shooters of all time, finished third all time in scoring. I mean, if he ain't got hurt one of those years, probably may have caught Karl Malone, who knows. But it's just, I can't. Kobe 5 rings, Larry Bird 3 rings. Larry Bird possibly one of the top 5 greatest shooters of all time. I mean, I had to go through the Lakers with Magic Johnson, Kareem, and I haven't even said Kareem or Magic Johnson's name on the list yet. He had to go through them to win championships. Kobe Bryant had his running mate Shaq with him for his first three years. Shaq was probably the better player at that time, but they were still like both really good players at the time. Then the second time go around when Shaq was gone, Kobe won those 2 rings without him. Had Andrew Bynum and Pau Gasol beat those Celtics with Paul Pierce and Rondo and all those boys. I just don't know. Because you have to go and look at the clutch factor. Who do you really say is more clutch? Like literally, like both players. I mean, Larry Bird was a great rebounder. Kobe Bryant, he rebounded decent. I mean, Larry Bird was a better passer than Kobe. But like, who's better on? I mean, I don't know. Y'all help me out. Y'all really help me out on this because I just don't know. So like, really, Karl Malone should be like 21st, but he's not. It should be top 21st, but like, I couldn't decide. Okay, give me a break. I could not decide who's better, Kobe Bryant or Larry Bird. I know Celtics and Lakers fans are about to be mad as hell at me. You better pick one. I can't. Lakers fans be like, Kobe's better. Don't even debate this. No, Celtics fans like, don't even debate this. Larry Bird's better. I don't fucking know. I don't know, y'all. I'm just gonna move on to the next one because, man, this is hard. This is really hard. All right, at number 9 on the list, we have Kobe Bryant's running mate, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, I'm sorry, Kobe fans, don't get mad. I'm sorry, Shaq's better. I'm sorry, Shaq was better. He was better when he was on the team with Kobe. I mean, in his Orlando days, he was just dominant. I mean, tearing backboards down left and right. I mean, Shaq was probably the most dominant force the NBA has ever seen. I mean, to be 7'2", 7'3", over 300 something pounds, and be that mobile. Shaq, it's not like Shaq was just big and just couldn't run. He actually was mobile. Like, my man could get up and just dunk on me. Shaq, man, it's just like, I don't know how you would guard him then. I don't know how you would guard him now. It's just like, I don't know if there's anyone big enough to really stand the weight of Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, he's just so huge, and he's just so nifty with it. Like, he just can move. It's just amazing that a dude that big can be that athletic and that good. And Shaquille O'Neal, man. I mean, what he finished all time in scoring, finished 8th all time in scoring, 28,000 points. I mean, LeBron just passed him. He was kind of mad about that.
Yo, big fella, what up, dog? What's happening? You ever heard yet? First of all, you're 8th time now scoring. LeBron James has officially passed you. So that's your new trophy.
Why are you taking it out on the boxes?
Yeah.
I just.
Not the Bruins' fault. I was just relaying the message.
Bro.
Someone came to me and said, fine,
Somebody said.
oh, he's doing the right. Oh.
I'm not mad. Not mad? Not at all. Yeah, okay. Not mad.
I'm just glad we got the real reaction. Thank you, Dennis.
That was funny. Funniest man, really funny dude. I mean, comedy. I mean, damn. That's just what I got. And number 8 on our list. We have Hakeem, the Dream, Olajuwon. Rockets won those 2 rings when Jordan was out, but nonetheless, he won those 2 rings. I'm not saying that. I just say, I don't know if Hakeem would have those 2 rings if Jordan wasn't there. I'm just saying. I don't know. And for Hakeem, but Hakeem, still a great player. One of the greatest centers of all time. Came out of Houston, stayed in Houston. Got those championships really with all the Strobers running mate. Like, I mean, he got it done. I mean, he was one of the greatest centers ever. 11th all time in scoring. 26. He just got put up the top 10 to LeBron. You know, it keeps going up on the charts. So all these plays going to keep getting pushed back as long as LeBron's just climbing the ropes. But Hakeem, the Dream, Olajuwon, one player again didn't get to see him play, so I don't have much on him. But I just know about his legacy, what he brought to the game, the Dream shake. It's the Dream. All right, and number 7 on our list. We have the Big O, Oscar Robertson. I think this is another player that is, I don't think he's not that much forgotten, but I think he's somewhat forgotten. People forget how amazing this dude was. I mean, he averaged a triple-double in the season. I know Russell Westbrook just did it, but he was the first player to do it. First player to ever do it. I mean, hold on, let me look up these stats that he did, what he averaged during his triple-double season. Okay, during his triple-double season, Oscar Robertson averaged 30.8 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 11.4 assists. Huh? Bro, do y'all see those stats? Wow. Now, I understand now the NBA was a little bit different then, so stats like that could be a little more possible. Like, I believe Wilt that same year, averaged like 50 a game that year. So, like, people were a little bit more dominant. If you're really good, you were just that dominant. But still, just look at those stats, man. That's crazy. I know Russell Westbrook just did it, but he got it with 30 points and like 10 rebounds and 10 assists as well. So he didn't really get like over the top. Like Oscar just made sure he had that triple-double season that year, because he got those other years where he was really close to getting it. I think he was like short in assists some years. And man, 6'5" point guard, didn't get to see him play, just know about his legacy and what he brought to the game. I mean, great player. I mean, played alongside Kareem for a couple years before he decided to go up to the Lakers. Great, just awesome player. And I feel like he's somewhat forgotten, but like at the same time, I think he's still known. At number 6 on our list, we have Wilt the Stilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain himself, now 7-footer, couldn't really shoot the ball to save his life. Just dominated in the paint because he's just bigger than everybody else. I mean, he literally dominated because he's bigger than everyone else. I mean, that's why he had the 100-point game. I mean, there's nothing else to it. I mean, 100 points in a game. Are you kidding me? No one in the NBA has even gotten close. The closest is Kobe Bryant with 81. The last dude that even got close was Devin Booker, and he had 70. You see how hard it is? Like, some people think that some point NBA players gonna get. That's one of those records I think might never ever get broken. I don't think anyone can get that hot. Even though we had the 3-pointer involved, like back then when Wilt scored 100 points, 3-pointers were not involved at all. Not involved at all. And the fact that he was able to score 100 points, unreal. I mean, to be in that era and just be that dominant. I mean, you just gotta praise dominance when you see it. Now, top 5. Woo. Getting juicy. Is it getting juicy yet? Is it getting juicy yet? I know some of y'all are probably mad about some of the players, but you're probably even more mad that I put Larry Bird and Kobe Bryant together at 10. So a lot of people are mad. Oh shit, my phone. Hold on one second, technical difficulties. And we're back. But top 5 might get you even more heat. So, at number 5. LeBron James. Now, I know there's a lot of LeBron stans. I mean, just LeBron James fans. Heavy fans. I know them. I see them on Twitter everywhere. They if you get what I'm saying, yeah. But LeBron, he's obviously one of the greatest players of all time. I mean, what? Four rings. Four rings. Get it! But yeah, his ring. I mean, he got the rings. I mean, he got the MVPs, 4 MVPs. There's 4 MVPs. But I mean, he's 7th all-time scorer. Like I said, I think I said it earlier. He's moving up on the list. I mean, he might be the only player that got a chance. I mean, to catch Kareem, but that's gonna be hard, man. To catch Kareem AbdulJabbar. What is he at right now? LeBron is at 28,000 points right now. I don't know. But LeBron, I mean, to me, the greatest small forward of all time. I don't want to hear. He's past Larry Bird. I don't want to hear no debate about it. He's past Larry Bird. With the way he plays, the way that he orchestrates an offense, I mean, it's just amazing. I mean, he's basically, I hate to say it, Tyronn Lue, he's basically the coach. I mean, he the one who told Kevin Love that he started at center this year. LeBron James is the coach. Let's be honest here. But yeah, man, LeBron, I mean, greatest player I've seen with my own 2 eyes. Now, I didn't see Jordan play because I wasn't alive. Well, I was alive then, but like I just don't remember because the 96, like 97, 98 years, I was like 2 or 3. I was alive, but I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know. But yeah, like I said, he's the greatest player I've seen with my own 2 eyes. But like as far as the greatest player of all time, no. He's number 5. So LeBron stands. Stop. Please stop. He's top 5, but he is not better than Jordan. Please do not. Oh, I already know. If this video blows up and people see this video, I already know that's gonna be. We're gonna have some LeBron stands. I already know. I see y'all. And number 4 on our list. The all-time leading scorer in NBA history, Kareem AbdulJabbar. Now, Kareem, to me, one of the greatest centers of all time. There's a debate if you want to flip-flop him and some of his other centers. It can go either way. But for me right now, I have Kareem as the 2nd greatest center of all time just because he didn't really do much with the Bucks. That's when he was really, really good in his prime. Then he went to the Lakers and won those championships with Magic and everything else. He played for so many years. Oh my God, that's why he's the all-time leading scorer in the NBA. He played into his 40s. I mean, unreal how good he was up to his age. I mean, like Magic said in the documentary, he said that Kareem, the Celtics players thought that Kareem was old. He was finished. There was one game he had like a really bad game. Thought he was finished. Thought he was done. It's time for Kareem AbdulJabbar to retire. Came back and dropped 20 something on him in like 10 or something like that. People thought he was done. Like, nope. But like I said, the most unstoppable move, in my opinion, in NBA history, the hook shot. I mean, another player, like I said, didn't get to see him, but know about his legacy. And his legacy itself, I mean, is unmatched, undeniable. And number 3 on my list now, this might cause controversy just because people think that he just because he has the rings, he shouldn't be this high on the list. But I'm counting rings into it. That is Bill Russell. The fact that you could be that consistent and win that many championships is beyond me. It really is beyond me that he was that consistent in beating Jerry West and beating Wilt Chamberlain for those championships. With KC Jones and those boys, I mean, it's just... Okay, my camera shut off when I was talking about... Hold on. Woo! Got hot. Okay, guys, my camera shut off when I was talking about Bill Russell or whatever, so I kept recording. Didn't know I'd stop recording. I'd gone all the way to number 1. But we're just going to move on to number 2. So, number 2 on the list. Magic Johnson. Now, Magic Johnson, probably the greatest pass I've ever seen in my life. I've ever seen, because I've seen highlights of some of the passes. Oh, this man's passes, bro. I seen him throw a pass from the ground one time, just like, and got it for an assist. Got bounced pass right down front and said, fell down to the ground, grabbed it, bounced pass, easy bucket. I'm like, who does that? Like, seriously, who's making those kind of passes in NBA today, other than maybe LeBron James, other than maybe him? He's the only other player that I've seen make passes like that, maybe Chris Paul. But it's just ridiculous the kind of play that he did. Got it done on both ends of the floor, scoring wise. Finished. What did he finish all time? Finished all time. He only finished 76th all time in scoring. So scoring wasn't like his greatest attribute, but he could score the basketball when need be it. But he's top 5 in assists all time. What else is to say? He's probably the greatest passer, like I said, in NBA history. Championships won, Kareem. What else is there to say? If you don't have Magic Johnson in your top 5, leave this video. If you don't have Magic Johnson, top 5 greatest NBA players of all time, leave this video. I'm sorry. He's top. He's at least top 5. They can flip him around wherever you want. But I have him at number 2. For me personally, I have him at number 2. But Magic Johnson was that boy. And at number 1. I think we all know who this is. I think we know who this is. So at number 1, we have the one and only, the greatest Chicago Bull ever, Bryant Scalabrine.
What kind of shit is that?
That's not funny!
No, it's Jordan. I was playing with you. Oh, y'all thought. Was it funny? No! Not funny? Okay. Nah, but it's Jordan. There's nothing to debate here. It's Michael Jordan. 6 rings, no losses, didn't lose in the finals, didn't allow a game to get to Game 7 in the NBA Finals. MVPs. What is there discussed? He left 2 years to go play baseball. He hadn't left those 2 years, probably would have won 8 championships. Who knows? Michael Jordan, another player, like I said, I was just born when he was on his, his second three-peat. When he was on his second three-peat, I was born then. So I just didn't really know what was going on at the time. When Jordan was playing, I was 2 or 3 when he was winning those rings. So I just didn't see him. Seen highlights, seen his dunks. One of the greatest dunkers of all time. What is there else to debate? I just don't understand how people can try and put people comparing him. He's probably the greatest sports athlete in team sports ever. Greatest. If you really think about it, he's probably the greatest sports athlete on a team ever. On any team sport, football, baseball, of course, basketball, hockey. What is there else to debate? That's it. I just don't want to see because this day and age we have LeBron stands. They're going to try to argue that LeBron is better than Jordan. Now they want to pull in the stats from him in his earlier years. I'm Jordan legit had nobody. He had probably just as bad players as LeBron had when he took LeBron to the finals. That's every person LeBron's excuse, like that LeBron's better. Oh, LeBron took a team with nobody to the finals. He got swept by the Spurs. He got there. He really should not have gotten there. You really should not have gotten there, to be honest. But that's good for LeBron. He dragged that team. I mean, that's a plus for him. But no, you lost to the Mavericks with Dirk Nowitzki and Jason Terry. You have D Wade and Chris Bosh. No. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I've been wanting to make this kind of video for a while. I just haven't had, I don't know if I had the guts to do it, or I just haven't had the time to do it. But you know, hey, this list is out. If this video blows up, don't have such a strong opinion and bring hate towards me just because I have this as my opinion. Okay? Don't come attacking me like for no reason.
Kill him.
Like, it's just my opinion. Understand that. Let me say it again. It is my opinion. Okay?
Okay, Mona, we get it.
All right. Shit. Because I just feel like it's just, if this video does numbers, like, people are just gonna have big time opinions and arguments, and it's probably gonna happen anyway, but that's the nature of this debate. It's just that simple. This debate is just causes controversy. Anyway, guys, like this video. I really appreciate that. Subscribe if you are new. And I am out. Peace.
Turbo, what you do for fun? Bitch, everything.
What you gon' do with that gun? Bitch, everything.
What kind of drugs you wanna run? Bitch, everything. You got what you gon' leave your mom. Bitch, everything.
Yeah, everything. My new whip, that bitch, it came with everything. I'ma turn that boy into a heavy stain.